Number one, the unholy 10 right here, AI. All right. Now, AI as a robot that is given a specific set of instructions, go in there and isolate Paul McCartney's bass line from that mono recording and place it onto track 2 over here. And then isolate George's guitar from that same mono recording, put it on track 4. That's all good. I'm not against technology, but AI now is even running the shows, and AI has a whole lot to do with avatar shows, things like that, and light shows that I personally believe, some of them, I like good light show, don't get me wrong, but are so, they take the attention off the performers. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm not seeing like young folks going, wow, oh, look, did you see what he did? No, they're all busy just having an orgy. Number 2, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The way that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame redefines what rock and roll is all about. We've spent entire streams and videos on that. Basically, I see them as redefining it to the point that it includes rap and hip hop, you know. And I've always said hip hop is probably a frog's favorite style of music, but not mine. And I like it a lot better than rap. Now, am I against those? I know a lot of you like rap. I have a brother who likes rap and rock and roll too. I'm not meaning to, distance myself from you. If you like that style, I don't like the music. But if you like that style, that's fine. I see it as an art form, even though I don't care for it. There's lots of art forms that I see, oh, that's artistic. I don't care for it, but it definitely is artistic. A human expression done in an artistic fashion is fine for me. But with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, what they want to do is homogenize rock. I think that's bad. Bringing in Missy Elliott, LL Cool J, and all the acts is wrong. And no matter what John Sykes, the chairman of the board, says, that if Missy Elliott's late uncle listened to the Supremes on a radio station that also played Led Zeppelin, then she, by right, is eligible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What a load of codswallop. All right, so that's the second one. Number 3, lip syncing and backing tracks. We'll talk a little bit more about this. Probably everybody knows by now that actually Wings of Pegasus, he's busting a whole lot, right? I haven't had a chance to see it, but his latest one is on John Fogerty. Lord help us. I hope that's not true. But of course, Don Henley of the Eagles, who once had one of the best vocal chops in rock and roll, has been busted lip syncing. Them at the Las Vegas Sphere, everything's so mechanized. I have been saying that I doubt the whole band is even playing live, or certain things are being duplicated and they're miming to it. And you can't blame me for thinking that. They've already tried to fool us with this so-called lead vocals, what I call non-lead vocals. Then, of course, number 4, the high cost of concert tickets, I feel has destroying and helping to bottleneck newer and younger talent from rising to the top. We're going to be talking about Rush tonight. We've already done several streams and videos on Rush, and their tickets are absolutely out of hand. There is no doubt about it, and I was so looking forward to this tour with them. But I was looking forward to it being a tour where they could put a cap on their career. I encouraged them to include Anika into the creative process and make it a tribute and drop the Rush name. Because either you're not Rush and you're doing a tribute, or you are Rush, and this is just the beginning of a lot of nonsense. So, number 5, touring with no new material. We'll be talking about that tonight. Bands who tour with few or no original singers. And then avatar shows connected to the AI, but I keep that on its own. I'm dead set against them. you're going to a 3D movie, and this is the way the music industry wants to freeze rock and roll in time, present it in its avatar show so that new kids will get off on the special effects, kids who are more interested in video games than rock and roll, right? This is a way to capture a new crowd, no doubt, but it freezes rock and roll in time. When you see ABBA, and they're looking at their time, and they're all still alive, but they're old and gray now. Somehow it just doesn't seem right to me, and I don't think it's good for the continuance of our beloved art form. Then number 8, political preaching political preaching at paying venues. And this goes for both sides of the political aisle. Yeah, I'm dead set against Kid Rock as I am dead set against Roger Waters. I'm dead set against Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent, yeah. As I am against Bruce Springsteen preaching. You know, with Bruce Springsteen up there being Uncle Bob, sitting down on the stage, I'm the everyman. Yeah, you're such an everyman that the video that showed you as the movie that showed you as a everyman is failing miserably at the box office, while you, Bruce, are out there in interviews saying, I'd like to see more movies on my life. Okay, and then residencies. We'll be talking a whole lot about that. I'm dead set against them. It's the old folks' home for rockers to me. And the Las Vegas Sphere is king shit of all that. And then number 10, rockers who just don't have it anymore, which leads to the bottlenecking of the music industry. And bands like Dirty Honey, I always bring these guys up as an example. I got to get some new bands. A couple of you have turned me on to them. I haven't had a chance to really look into them, but I've listened to a couple of cuts and I go, oh, I could go into that. But I always bring up Dirty Honey, Dorothy, Rival Sons, and Greta Van Fleet are bands that I've covered, less so with Greta Van Fleet with each album. It's time for them to turn it around and go back to sounding like Led Zeppelin. Everybody gave them shit for that, right? But nobody gave ELO shit for sounding like the Beatles, or Badfinger shit for sounding like the Beatles, right? Would they be a derivative band of Led Zeppelin? Of course they would. Just like Led Zeppelin was a derivative band of a lot of famous blues songwriters. Okay, so, but anyway, if Greta would just get back to the basics, but they seem to be pandering to a new and younger crowd. The problem is there a new and younger crowd worth listening to? So tonight, as I go through this list, keep this in mind. Illnesses, both past and present with these people. New music by them. Are they offering us anything? How are the ticket prices? How many shows are they going to give? Why are some of them back to touring when they've already said they were done?